Hi, Joyce Stech here, the Healing Jedi Master, empowering the force within you. Oh yes, you are the client I'm looking for. Welcome to Royal Gems Essence of the Week. We're going to talk about follow through today. So I hope you enjoy the downloads you'll get as you are going to be watching that beautiful little gem piece flowing your way. It's more than that, it's a sacred geometry. And what we want to really get the feeling for is the follow through. A lot of you have great plans. A lot of you have a plan of action, but you're not taking it. You're not taking the steps to go forward. So think about it. In any sport, you've got to have that follow through. Like if you're going to play tennis, it's really important. You can't stop when you hit the ball, right? So you're like, well, that was the idea is to make contact with the ball. Well, if you make contact and you stop right there and you don't follow through with your swing, what happens? Not really great results if you're playing in a tournament. I can tell you that. Okay? Same thing with golf. If you're a golfer, right? You don't make contact with the ball and then stop. It's the follow through. It's the full follow through. In fact, if you work with a coach, they're going to tell you it's the follow through. How are you ending up? Not how you're beginning. It's how well the beginning is more about how did you end up. Bowling, same thing, right? You don't like throw the ball and you just don't let it fall out of your hand, right? It's the follow through. It's the follow through. And it's with that with anything you do. In martial arts, it's the follow through. And what is it in your business? If you're going to have a successful business, if you're going to have a successful relationship, if you're going to have a successful anything, it's why are you successful to begin with? Is because you follow through on your idea. You follow through. You took those steps. You took what was necessary to get to the other end, right? So if you're sitting on the edge, so many people, especially with summer coming on, oh, I've got to lose weight. Well, you know what? You do know how to do that. Some of you might not know, but I find that really kind of hard to believe because most of us know how to do that, what we need to do for our health. Some of us are unhealthy, and it's like we know exactly what we need to do. Maybe you just need to go outside and take a walk every day. Maybe 10,000 steps is the big thing. Maybe you're not in shape to do 10,000 steps, but you could probably do 5. You might be able to do 1,000. Some of you aren't even doing 139 a day, okay? Maybe your goal is to do 200, to do something more than you're doing. Follow through on whatever your goal is. So we've talked a lot about making a goal or knowing where to go forward. However, it's the follow through. It's not when you make the contact, it's going through. I'm going to tell you what, if you ever want to break a board and you stop when you actually feel the board, you're not probably going to go through it, and it's probably not going to be the best experience of your life. Okay? So when we even talk about going through, if I had a board here and you were going to go through that board, you're not even looking at the board. You're going past me. All right? And then that board doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist. So some of you right now, you go like, well, no, you're hitting up against something. You're not looking at where you really want to go and end up. So look at where you want to go. Look at what your final destination point is. And to get there, you're going to have to keep on going. You don't stop when you hit the wall. It's the follow through. It's the follow through. Because it's the whole action that completes the project. It's the whole action that completes the project. So enjoy listening and watching. Follow through. Follow through. Transformation and transmutation. What we call this when your actual container is transcommutation. Yeah, I made that word up because you know what? It's more than transmuting, and it's more than a transformation. It's transcommutation. You become something totally different than you ever could have imagined. You do this with your follow through. You are not satisfied with almost making it. You will make it. You will go through with it all the way. And that requires you to take steps, to actually go steps going forward. You have to move. It requires movement. So follow through is movement. Look at the shape, go through the shape, and go through and keep following through the shape. Look at the shape and go through it. Go through it and go through it. Note it continues on and on and on. And this energy is going to allow you to go on and on through the completion of your goal. Now, follow through is different than persistence. Persistence is the gourmet of activity, which we haven't covered yet. But follow through is when we hit that ball, we don't stop. We continue going through to make a completion of the entire arc. Follow through is what gets us from start to finish. Accurate movement, plus commitment, plus follow through, allows you to complete your project that you started. Follow through is what moves you toward the destination. Once you have the vision or the plan, it's going to be the follow through that's going to help you get to the vision. It is the "this is the way and we are not stopping until we get there" kind of attitude and energy. You know, we talk about different theories that were mentioned in any of the talks around the Royal Gems essences. And one of them pertained to existence on the earth plane. Another one of these theories is that we all possess awareness that we have things to accomplish in our lives. The fact that you're listening or have an interest in listening to the Royal Gems Essence of the Week shows that you are aware that there's something else, there's something out there that you're yet to accomplish, something that you're looking for that has yet to be fulfilled. Now, when we talk about a midlife crisis, what exactly is a midlife crisis? And is it only for those in midlife? I know people have had their midlife crisis at 20, okay? Is it that knowing that you have certain talents and abilities? Knowing that you have something to contribute to the world. You know that you are meant to do something with your talents, something with your capabilities, without the limitations that others have put on you or you have put on yourself. This law, this awareness, also knows that in order to reach any accomplishment, to see it through to the end, we must set a direction to create order, properly prepare, and proceed in small and sure steps. Any achievement can be managed in increments. Eliminating a single step or taking shortcuts often results in failure. This process that we talk about is called follow-through. Procedures of the plan are done in sure and complete increments. Follow-through does not allow for shortcuts or the elimination of steps in order to achieve the results you desire. Follow-through is completing every step one by one to fully and honorably finished. So at each level of completion comes appreciation of the accomplishment of a step toward the goal. And always remember to give yourself that appreciation, like, I did this, I decided to do this, I completed it fully and honorably. Let's just take an example. So say, you want to be a size 10 by the summer, and that's your vision, and it's January, and you have a certain amount of time, 5 months, to reach your goal. You divide the months into weeks, decide that X amount of pound difference each week will achieve this goal, which is the plan. You have the vision, right? You're size 10 in the summer. The plan, we're going to do this every week, and the tools to accomplish the task. Now this is where follow-through becomes essential to the plan, vision, and accomplishment or success of the plan. Without the follow-through, all you have is intention. Now, in this context, intention is what, they say about the road being paved with lots of good intentions, right? Intention does not give you success. It does not get you to your goal because it doesn't involve any change for you. It doesn't change you. You must follow through with the plan. In the same example, in different circumstances, the same plan, you start and you do follow through, true to your plan. And let's say you get to like the seventh week and you go, I don't know, I'm just not working, I'm tired, I want to do something else. Well, guess what? You almost stick to the plan, and guess what? You almost succeeded. You did succeed, you almost did. So what happened? You didn't follow through on all the steps one by one till you fully and honorably completed them. If you miss a step, if you take a shortcut, you do not accomplish the task. It's that simple. And if you want to be successful in creating any desired outcome for yourself, the follow through is really, really important, and it's vital. Otherwise, you might get there, but you not get there fully. Okay? All you have is good intentions. And so for this week, if you could follow through, just so you say, I have a clear plan and I know the way and I will get there. If you don't have a plan, well, that's okay. Maybe you want to take a small step into getting a plan. Maybe you don't know where you're going. Maybe you don't have direction. So, maybe this would be a great time for you to go, okay, what do I want to achieve? It doesn't have to be even the week, the month, or the year. Maybe it needs to be is, what do you want to accomplish today? Get out a piece of paper before you go to sleep and go, tomorrow, I will fully and honorably commit to this, and I will fully and honorably finish this task by my follow through. And I will fully and honorably complete this task tomorrow. Make it measurable, make it something doable, and start practicing your follow through. Yeah, have a great week. And just remember, keep going forward. Even when you're in the muck, keep going forward. One step. One small step every day. One small step every day. Keep going forward. And have a great week. Follow through.